Let's talk about tagging clothing items. There's a few things you'll want to know. First of all, there are several different hangers that you can use. And this is an example of one. This is the preferred hanger, a wire hanger. You're going to want to make sure that the hanger makes a question mark symbol. And that way you know it faces the right way. So when all of the clothes are hanging on the racks, the tags will be facing the same direction. You have the option of using any hanger you'd like. However, if you use a plastic hanger like this, it's much thicker and it's harder to get the clothes on them, if you're pinning items especially, and they have more of a tendency to break. The store hangers are not recommended. You're welcome to use those. However, they break very easily, so just keep that in mind when putting on your items. If your item slips off or if the hanger breaks, people aren't going to be able to see your item and it's not going to sell. This is called a caped hanger. We'll talk more about these specifically when we're hanging up pants and two-piece outfits. So after you get your outfit on the hanger, you want to check and make sure all of the buttons are there, and if there's any zippers or snaps, you want to make sure those are working as well. There's no stains, we have it facing the right direction. Now it's time to place the tag. You have a few different options here. Normally, you place the tag right here in the upper left-hand corner. However, since this is a brand new item and it has a tag on it, then we're going to go ahead and place it right here on the actual store tag. You can do that a few ways. The first way is just by simply safety pinning it on, and you have it there. Another option is to use a zip tie, and to do that you would take and use a hole punch and hole punch 2 holes in your tag right here where the dots are, so it's easy to see where they'd go. Take your zip tie, put it through one side, put it through the store tag, put it through your other tag, and then simply zip it closed. You can trim off the excess if you'd like. That way you know that tag is attached to that clothing item and it's likely not going to be going anywhere. Okay, caped hangers. Caped hangers are wonderful. They have paper over them, and they're wonderful for hanging up pants or two-piece outfits. So this is one way to do that, and you can just take your safety pins, put it through your pants, and then clip them through the hanger. You'll notice that when I do like this, because people are going to be looking through the racks, when I do like this, the items don't shift to one side. So that's wonderful. This stays right there. Also, if you have an item that is a more delicate fabric, then you can take your safety pin and actually put your safety pin that has your tag on it and attach it through the other safety pin that you're using to hold your pants. Hanging up pants incorrectly are probably the most common mistake when hanging up and preparing and tagging your items. Because what happens is over time, they're going to bunch up and get in one corner, and then often they fall to the ground. And you don't want that to happen to your items that you've spent a lot of time preparing and tagging. So what you can do is, if you don't have a caped hanger, is you can simply take your fabric and attach it to these top rows, but you can do a little bit more than that. I'm going to show you how to just fold over the fabric and safety pin it through, and they'll stay much better. Okay, what I've done here is, since there was no caped hanger for this pair of shorts, then what you do is you take the fabric, simply fold it over the top bar of the wire hanger, and then put your safety pin through twice, therefore catching fabric, hanger, and then fabric again. And what happens is, you can see they have a little bit of give, but they don't slide over and bunch up all in one corner so that nobody can see your nicely presented items. Here's an example of a two-piece set. You're making sure that your hanger is facing the correct way. Go ahead and put your top on as you normally would, and then for the second piece, you turn your hanger facing the opposite direction and then pin it to the back. So if you don't have a caped hanger, you'll want to go ahead and fold over your shorts just as we did with the blue pair. Fold them over and then pin them. But if you have the caped hanger, then there's much less give and you're less likely to have a problem with anything bunching up.